Well, I feel fulfilled. I'm sure you know this is the first attempt I made. 2003, 2007, and 2011. And this one. And luckily this time around we are successful.
And, you know, were you surprised when President Goodluck Jonathan called you to concede defeat and say congratulations? Because that's a very new thing here in Nigeria.
Well, I'm not surprised because I think he has been talking to international community, especially United States, Europe, and particularly Britain. And I think he's respectful of those countries and their leadership. And all that I feel was not something extraordinary. That as a commander-in-chief and the president, you should allow the law to take its course. Let the Nigerian election be conducted according to law. That's all they asked him. And I think he gave them his undertaking, and I think he did his best.
Now, the big work really starts. You've made a lot of promises to Nigeria. Have you thought about how you're going to go about fulfilling these promises?
I think I wouldn't have made the promises if I don't know how to go about it. But we identified three fundamental problems. That is the insecurity in the country, which everybody knows, and then the lack of employment. That means the destruction of the economy, literally, by corruption, and then corruption itself. These three fundamental problems, all Nigerians know it. And we are asking Nigerians their cooperation. They shouldn't expect the miracles to happen a couple of months after we have taken over, because the destruction took so many years, 16 years of the ruling party's rule of this country. So I believe the country will give us the opportunity to do our best, to pick our priorities and work as hard as we can.
I want to just pick up on one point that you made there, you know, the insecurity in the country, Boko Haram. How are you going to tackle that beast? Are you going to offer peaceful negotiations, or are you just going to hit them hard?
Well, hit them hard with what? Boko Haram, by the 14th of February, when we were to have the election, but was postponed, were, according to the government's calculation, in charge of 14 local governments. These are 14 local governments out of 774 local governments. If for 5-6 years, the Nigerian law enforcement agencies, including the military, could not secure 14 local governments out of 774, how can I promise miracle when I come? But with the cooperation of our neighbors, Cameroon, Chad, Niger, and the international community, and the commitment we are going to get from the military, I think it will take us a much shorter time to deal with them.
Just one final question, Mr. President-elect. You mentioned corruption there and how entrenched it is in Nigeria. Some people would argue that even within your party, there are many people who are as corrupt as some of these people who you say you're going to fight who are outside your party. Are you ready to tackle corruption to its fullest?
I made that promise. And I hope you and the Nigerians will give me the opportunity to see whether my effort will be good enough or not.
Mr. President-elect, thanks for talking to the BBC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.